Today we have a quick video on repairing the vent window pivot, broken vent window pivot. Here's one that's broke, and you can see, let's see if we can get this up here. Hopefully you can see the remains of it right there. And so there's really no good way to fix this. If you're good at TIG welding, maybe you could weld it together. A good used or a new old stock pivot is what you need. A lot of these pivots are still available. I got one for my 64 Daytona. This is actually not the vent frame for my 64 Daytona. It is the vent frame that I took the latch piece off. Mine was not in good shape on the Daytona. This is off a 63 or 64 station wagon that some friends here in town let me have for that to get that piece off of. But I'm going to show you what it takes to replace one of these pivots. And so to start with, of course you've got to take the whole vent window assembly out of the car. Look at the shop manual for that. We're not going to go over that in this video. Then the next thing to do is drill out. You can use a small diameter drill, center punch the rivets and drill those out. I usually drill them out, and then I'll take a real small grinding, like a cutoff disc, and grind the tops to get them pretty thin, and then take a sharp chisel or a sharp putty knife and just chip away the paper thin edges. Then you can take a punch and basically, and I've already had this one out, but basically just punch out the rivets, and so you end up with the broken piece out. So what you need to do this, of course, you need the rivets. These are semi-tubular rivets, and hopefully you can see in there that these are not solid rivets. They're semi-tubular. You can get them in different sizes. Studebaker International still has a number of them. The ones we're using that are for the later model cars, 265879W is the Studebaker part number. So you need the semi-tubular rivets. You want to make sure you get steel ones, not the brass, because this pivot gets a lot of wear and tear. And then you need something to crimp the rivets. And I think you can get some tubular rivet crimping, more like blocks that you use like a pair of vice grips for, but I've done this before. I went ahead and got this crimper tool. It's sold by some of the aircraft maintenance companies. I'll put a link to where I got this one. It was Spruce something. But this, you have to get the tool, and then you have to get the dies. So you've got actually two dies. This one right here crimps the open end of it, and then this one holds the rounded end of the rivet. So basically this one fits into the rivet like this. And I know this is small stuff, so I know you're probably not able to see this too well, and I'm not able to do this without looking at my hands and not looking at the camera. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to put put the new pivot or your good used pivot in here. You about need 3 hands for this. Now you'll notice, you'll notice on the end of this, there of course are 2 holes. And one is a round hole, the other is an oblong hole. So you want to put the round one in first, and then the oblong one. So the pivot goes in like this, and then you put the rivet in. So the pivot goes in like this. Then you want to put the rivet in like that. And then we're going to use our crimping tool. So let's go ahead and get the crimping tool set up and we'll be back. Alright, let's see if we can get this in one take. You can see the tubular rivet right here. And I mean the pinching of it's pretty simple. Get the tool lined up. And basically it's pressed down, and so you put the second one in and you do that. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to use a rivet. This was really just one that I did to show everyone how it works. So that's how you do it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and do the second one. This helps me dial in the tool for when I actually do the Daytona's pivot. So I've done a little adjusting to the tool. Okay, that one came out a little nicer. You can see on the bottom here, hopefully you can see that, good bit smoother on the bottom. I like that a lot better. Alright.